we'll go over how to use the graphing utility in WebAssign to sketch the graph of a parabola. So here we have an equation here, y squared minus 10y minus 12x plus 13 equals 0. And our goal here is to get in the form where we can identify the features. We want, because we have a y squared, we want the form that has a y squared in it. So our goal is going to be y minus k squared over b squared. Oh, I'm sorry. Y minus k squared. I was thinking of a different shape here. Y minus k squared equals 4 times p times x minus h. Okay, so that's our goal. Y minus k squared equals 4 times p times x minus h. And so we want to move the x terms over to the other side of the equal sign. So add 12x minus 13 to both sides of the equal sign. And that'll give us y squared minus 10y equals 12x minus 13. And then we want to do what's called the method of completing the square. We want to make the left side into a perfect square. Take half the coefficient of y, half of 10 is 5. 5 squared is 25. Add 25 to both sides of the equal sign to make this into a perfect square. Y plus 25 equals 12x minus 13 plus 25. Okay, so then the left side is, you factor that y minus 5 times y minus 5, or y minus 5, 20 squared. Negative 13 plus 25 is 12. We'll have 12x plus 12. And then we can factor the x. So the y squared, this left side is where we want it. We want to put in the right side in the form 4 times p. So we want to factor out the 12. Y minus 5 squared equals 12 times 20x plus 1. And so we have a 12 here. We want a 4 times the number rather than a number. So 4 times what number is 12? Well, 4 times 3 is 12. So we can write this 4 times 3. We want an x minus a number. We can put in a double negative. We have a plus the number, but we can make it into negative. And now we have it in the form that we want it in, where we can identify the features. K is 5, P is 3, H is negative 1. So this is a parabola. Vertex HK would be negative 1 comma 5. And we have other points, H plus P, comma, K plus or minus 2P will also be points on the parabola. We always want to, in WebAssign, you always want to do the vertex first. And then you have to do one other point. So so this will be H plus P. It's going to be negative 1 plus 3, comma, 5 plus or minus 2 times 3. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So 5 comma 2 comma 5 plus or minus 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. 2 comma 11. And 5 minus 6 is 2 comma negative 1. Okay, so we need the vertex, and we just need one other point. You can use either one of these points. I'm going to use the 2, negative 1, but you could also do the 2 comma 11. You could use either one. Sometimes you might get a point that's off the graph. I think 2 comma 11 is right on the edge of the graph, so you could probably use that. But if you get a point that's not on the graph, then use whatever one is on the graph. Okay, so then we have, with that information, then we can go into our graphing utility and see if I can find. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, try. Okay. Okay, so now I'm sharing my other screen. So this is what it looks like in WebAssign. And so we want to first click on the parabola shape, and um, and then we have a choice. We want a parabola that opens up or down, or we want a sideways parabola. And because we have a y squared, we're going to want the sideways parabola here. So click on, if you have an x squared, then you would click on the one that's up and down twice. But here we have a sideways parabola. Um, so um, so click on, after you click on the parabola shape, then click on the sideways parabola. And now it should show the sideways. And then we want to do the vertex first. So our vertex was -1 comma 5. So it's one to the left up 5. And click on that point there. And then the second point, um, again, do the vertex first. You have to do that one first. Second point, I'm going to use 2 comma -1. You could also use 2 comma 11. That's right on the edge of the graph there. I'll use 2 comma -1, 2 to the right down 1. And then WebAssign fills in the graph for you. And then you can check your answer. Let's check our score here. And there's a green check mark, so it looks like we got it right. Okay, so that's it. I'll also put the written transcript of this video in the course files. And that concludes this presentation.